2, they're very similar. He's making the same argument that there are specific provisions of the law in Alabama that are preempted by immigration law federally.
Give me an example.
So, for example, supremacy clause would say federal law trumps state rights. They have a specific provision that police officers need to, when they're pulling someone over and they have reasonable cause, and this is exactly like the Arizona law, they have to ascertain whether or not the person is legally in the state.
And
okay?
so the federal government, the Obama administration is saying, no, the Alabama police do not have the right to ask a person to prove his or her citizenship.
Because federal law trumps state immigration law in that particular instance. Also, the same provision we saw in Arizona that was challenged in SB 1070 was whether or not a person, if you have knowledge that somebody is illegally in the state, you cannot conceal, harbor, transport them. That would be a violation of the law. Also, there's a provision that you must use E-Verify and make sure that a person who is seeking employment with you in a business is there lawfully and is eligible to work in the state.
You support the state laws generally?
Yes, I do.
Do you, Ms. Natasha?
Generally, I do. I mean, I'm a prosecutor, not a politician. You put the law in front of me, I'm going to.
Do you think this is an intrusion by the federal government into states' rights?
Not in general, Ms. Long. Mostly it's codifying, just putting down on paper what already is in place. And it's really the state saying that if the federal government isn't going to enforce this, we're going to have to do it ourselves.
I know, but is Holder right in coming in and saying you can't do this law, you can't pass this law? It's incorrect. Supreme Court is ultimately going to have to decide.
Right.